Cimoooooooo. What's going on, guys? It's Cimo. So today we're gonna be unboxing the brand new Duel Devastator set. Now, honestly, I completely forgot this was coming out in the midst of all the ban list hype, but this is a very interesting product nonetheless. I've already done an entire review about this product, and the thing is, when it comes to Duel Devastator, well, yes, it could obviously be improved in multiple different ways. Overall, I think the product is actually a step in the right direction for what we should hopefully see Konami do in the future, because if we can point to more products like this to actually tell people who might be getting back into the game or might be new to the game altogether to be like, hey, pick this up, it actually has a decent amount of cards you're going to want, especially if you want to get into competitive, I definitely think that is a good thing. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna have to use my keys here to actually get this open. Can I just say, this box is actually like gigantic. Like, it doesn't even fit in the entire frame when I'm trying to like have it in here compared to, like, you know, a booster box or something normally would. This box is actually like really large. I was not expecting that, but I guess that's a good thing too, because it could duel as like a storage container. Again, for anyone who's new or might be returning to the game, apologies for bumping the camera there as we try to get off this plastic. And it looks like, there we go. Okay. So again, apologies for it being so zoomed in, because obviously we're going to want to get the cards here. We're going to go ahead and slide this lid off just like that, and there we go. So one of the randomized components in here is actually going to be these field centers, so that's what we're going to touch on. It looks like we got the brand new Blood Blossom card, and I'm trying to find, oh, the cards are actually just right down here. Okay, and then we just have this random stuff in here just as like cardboard for separator. So the box, for the most part, it's pretty sturdy. It's probably better than like some other boxes other products have come in, so that's not bad. I guess if you're looking for that, that's okay. I want to start with these though. So the field centers are actually what is randomized in this product, whereas this is going to be the same no matter which set of Duel Devastator you're going to get. But the field centers, I think there's like 6 of each type, I believe. You get 2 in here if my memory serves correctly. So we get the Blood Blossom one. These field centers always, like, Konami field centers just look really nice in general. Obviously they're not the OCG ones, but this is still pretty nice. I think the first one you can get is like one of the Ghost Sisters, so it's like Blood Blossom, Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogre, Belle, one of those. And then our second one right here is actually more in line with one of the anime characters. So here we got My Valentine, but they have Yugi, they have Kaiba, they have a couple of those. And oh, you actually get a bunch of them. Okay, so there's more than that. So we got a Pegasus one too. That one actually looks really nice. That's pretty cool. And then we get one for Ishizu as well. So 4 field centers in total. So again, these are like your randomized component. So not everyone's going to get the same field centers, but you are going to get 4 of them in total. I thought it was actually just 2, so that's pretty neat. We're going to put those off to the side though. We're going to talk a little bit about the cards in here, which again, this isn't really too new if you already know what's in here, because everything you're getting in your Duel Devastator box is going to be the same, which is nice because if you want to get these cards, you can just buy 3 copies of Duel Devastator and you'll have play sets of everything in here. Now, one thing I will say before we actually start going through the cards is that at the time of recording this video, which is on the release day of the product for OTS shops on Thursday, October 10th, all the cards in this set currently are actually still above, when combined, the retail price of buying a set of Duel Devastator. So, Duel Devastator retails for $39.99 US. If you add up the value of all the cards in the set, I think it's about 50 to 60 bucks. If you guys remember in my old video, when I talked about Duel Devastator, once we got the spoilers, everything was about $140 to $150, but again, obviously the prices have come crashing down, and also including the reprints in here, now that the cards are starting to get into circulation. So value-wise, you're still getting a pretty decent value out of it. And I just want to go ahead and make that clear. So, starting off, Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, I think I'm pretty partial to a lot of the older artworks, but it is nice. I think Ghost Ogres are like $3 a copy now. So if you're looking to get this card, this is incredible. A playset of Ghost Ogres for $10, you absolutely cannot beat that. Ghost Reaper for our next one. Again, I think I still like the old Ghost Reaper artwork a little bit better, but I know some of you guys might like this one. Ash Blossom, again, I like the old Ash Blossom better, but this is probably my favorite of all of the, actually my second favorite, I take that back. This is my second favorite out of all the alter arts of the Ghost Girls. But again, Ash Blossoms are like $5 a piece now. So again, this is incredible if you want to get this. One thing I will say too before we go on is that if you are planning on buying anything from Duel Devastator, whether it's the box product stuff or the singles, be sure to use my TCG Player affiliate link down in the description because it doesn't cost you anything and you're helping support the channel in dividends. So thanks for your support there. This is my favorite artwork for sure though. Ghost Spell and Haunted Mansion. There's something about this that's just so cool. Maybe just the background with like the window and the moon, but that just looks super, super nice. Then Ghost Sister and Spooky Dogwood. It's funny that this card didn't even really need a reprint, but, you know, there it is regardless. And there's our Red Blossoms from Underroot. Interesting card. I'm not sure if it'll really see too much play. It's, like, okay, but it's an interesting card nonetheless. And now, oh man, they're just getting right into it, aren't they? So, Ally of Justice Catastor. This is one of the cards that I don't understand why this is in here, because this hasn't seen competitive play in, like, 10 years, maybe 12. It's just like, it's not a terrible card, but like this could have been like Naturia Beast. Like there's so many different cards that this could have been, so I'm kind of just like iffy about it. Brionac, like Brionac's fine. It's not like played in a ton of decks either, but I guess it's like, oh, it's better than Catastor, I'll say that much. Metaphys Horus. Again, this one's a really bit iffy. There's so many synchros in here. I think that's one of the things that kind of irks me about this. Like, I wish there was just more links, because, like, okay, Black Rose. Like, I guess Black Rose, if you're going to pick a generic 7, sure, Black Rose is fine. Then we have Clearwing Fast Dragon. I think this might be the first localization for Europe. I'm not 100% sure. You guys can correct me. Actually, no, because it came in the manga? Maybe. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong over there in the EU, but this might be your first localization for this card, but I'm not 100% sure. Stardust Spark Dragon. There's so many better 8s that they could have picked over Spark Dragon. It could have been like Omega, different things like that. It wouldn't have like really hurt the price of it too much. So again, like this is already what? How many synchros? There's a Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, you know, and Trishula. Like again, Trishula is a very good card, but I don't think like this set. This is Yu-Gi-Oh now is very link oriented. They should have gone for a ton of generic links in my opinion. Vermilion Dragon Mech. This card's like again okay, but it's so niche in its application. But I will say this is a card I've been waiting for. Ultra rare Abyss Dweller. It's not ultimate. I've been waiting for an OTS ultimate rare Abyss Dweller for quite some time, but honestly, I think this ultra rare is going to take the place for now of the super. Definitely the gold rare. It's just nice to see this in a higher rarity, because this card is so prominent in so many different formats, especially now if you're playing. This is a very, very good card. 101. Again, just kind of like outdated. It's like okay, but not like the greatest. Castel used to be amazing back in the day, but now it's just, you know, it's fallen by the wayside because of power creep. Tornado Dragon's a really good one though, I will say that. Just so much spell and trap removal, can't really go too wrong. Underclock Taker, this is where we're getting to the links. A solid, just a solid good link to all around. Decent effect, it gives you a down pointing arrow. It's generic materials as well. No complaints really too much there. Lampful Linkus, it's another link too, but it gives you 2 arrows and it can be used with any 2 monsters. So again, I'm pretty okay with that. Gaia Saber, a little bit iffy about Gaia Saber. They could have done a bunch of other Link 3s, but again, it's fairly generic, so if you do need a Link 3, it's like, okay, I guess. Decode, I think, just infinitely better. Like, you know, that's just kind of like the point, so why would you put Gaia Saber if you don't really need it? Decode Talker Extended, this is actually one of the new cards. I think there's like 2 or 3 new cards in here. This is one of them, 2+ effect monsters, same Link markers as Decode Talker. Card's name becomes Decode Talker while in the field, gains 500 attack for each monster it points to, so that's exactly like Decode. During your battle phases of monster, this card points to destroyed by battle or sent to the graveyard. This card can make a second attack during each battle phase this turn. Not too bad. I think other Decode Talker is better for its protection, but for a little bit of extra damage, not too terrible. Bomber Dragon is such a good reprint in here. Oh my god. Like, this card is like $1 now, and this was like $10 before it was announced in here. So, incredible reprint there. If you need a Bomber Dragon, this is a perfect time to pick one up. There's a Saryuja, again, amazing reprint. Didn't get hit on the ban list because we obviously knew that they weren't going to hit it because of it coming up in the set. Could have been limited and it would have been fine, and that, you know, I think it should be limited, but regardless, there we go. And now we're getting into the regular monsters here. DD Crow, very good hand trap. We have Effect Veiler. This is actually one of the most expensive cards in the set right now. I think it's like $4 for some reason. Don't know why, but I mean, Veiler's been printed into oblivion, but hey, now you got another copy of it. Gate Blocker, this one is so random. I don't know why this is in here. Denko Sekka, very, very good card. Actually a nice reprint as well. This wasn't like the most expensive card, but very, very solid side deck card. And if you're playing Thunder, you can even main deck it too if you want to. Inspector Border, very nice stun card. This was getting a little bit pricey, but not like too much. I think it's an overall good pick. Spell Canceller, so Spell Canceller is interesting because it's like, it's so specific because you only need it against like Striker, but like it was getting like to the $10 to $15 range, and it hasn't had a reprint since like Dark Revelation or Dark Beginning. So now this is like its first reprint in the modern age, and it's kind of nice. I think it was a good call. Artifact Lancia just got reprinted in what is it, Battles of Legend, or no, what's the set? It just got reprinted as a secret rare in one of the most recent sets. The name's escaping me. So, but another chance to get it, so you don't have to randomly hope you get it. This is just the ultra rare version of it. Vanity's Fiend does come up from time to time against special summon heavy decks, pretty good in the side deck. Same goes for Majesty's Fiend, just depending on the format. There's a Pankratops, again, same with Lancia, it was in that set being upgraded to secret rare, but if you want to guarantee yourself a Pankratops, here you go. Again, you can just pick them up as singles for like a few bucks a piece, so not too bad either way. Gamma Seal, very nice inclusion in here. One of the best kaijus. I wish they kind of just put 2 kaijus in here, just so that way you can like give yourself one and give your opponent another, or even like a Sphere Mode or a Lava Golem. But Mind Control, very, very amazing card. Didn't really need a reprint, but it's just nice to have in this set. Wave Motion Cannon, this is specifically only for burn decks, and like Mystic Mind Burn even more so than that. But again, it was getting pretty pricey because it never really had a reprint in quite some time. So again, it's like, it's okay, but like no deck's really gonna play it. So even though this is supposed to be like for like anyone trying to get back into the game, this one's a little bit too specific for my taste. Super Poly, such a good reprint. This card was so expensive. Now it's going to be super easy to pick up. Obviously one of the more expensive cards of the set at like $3 to $4 a piece, but again, so easy to access. Now I wish they put just 1 or 2 Super Poly targets in here. It might be asking for too much, but again, I definitely feel like that could have made things easy. Book of Eclipse, again, this is from format to format, but Book of Eclipse has been very good in the past and will probably be so again in the future. Silent Graveyard, there's better cards, but it's not like terrible. Cosmic Cyclone, very, very popular card at the moment and a very good reprint for a set like this. Different Dimension Ground, actually saw play at YCS Dallas this past weekend, so again, Different Dimension Ground is still a very powerful card. Macro and a Trap is nothing to laugh at. Called by the Grave, again, just got reprinted as a secret rare, but here's an ultra rare if you want it, but still going to be one of the best cards ever for stopping hand traps, and as a pseudo DD Crow as well. Kind of weird that Different Dimension Ground was before Called by the Grave. Typhoon, another very good card for like your pendulum decks out like really weird stuff like Anti-Spell Fragrance and like what is it, Secret Village of the Spellcaster. Forbidden Apocrypha, I think this is a little bit past its prime, but it's like, it's okay. It never got foiled out, so I guess that's kind of neat. Dimensional Barrier, that looks pretty nice as an ultra, but again, a little bit past its prime. But if we ever get to the point where like Pendulum or like any Xyz or Synchro or Ritual or Fusion based deck is super popular, Barrier can be a nice option in your side deck. Lost Wind, very nice card for a lot of different trap decks, stuff like Altergeist specifically, or even Paleozoic, but I think it's a pretty nice card all around. Heavy Storm Duster, this is a really nice reprint. Again, just more spell and trap removal, can't really go too wrong. Decree, this is like stretching, I would say, and plus you've already got so many other cards in here, which we're going to get to later. Anti-Spell Fragrance, again, very awesome for all your spell-based decks. There can be only one. This is one of the most expensive reprints that was in here. Now it's like a couple bucks. Really, really solid reprint for anyone looking to get their hands on this. Solemn Strike, again, just one of the best counter traps ever printed. Wiretap, and then oddly enough, Red Reboot. I don't know why this is in here when this is in here. That could have just been that literally could have been anything else because this is the infinitely better card. So guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for this unboxing and discussion. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this set as a whole, and if there's any cards you're looking forward to getting, I'd really love to hear your thoughts. So guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Be sure to like the video as always. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing Yu-Gi-Oh content. And if you found this video informative, consider supporting me on Patreon or becoming a YouTube channel member. Because just by showing your support in any way that you can, you're investing in my ability to continue bringing you amazing Yu-Gi-Oh content. So thanks so much again, and we'll see you next time.